Welcome back to my channel, friends. This is what I told you. We are going to start with the NCERT Exemplar Physics first chapter. The first chapter here is the physical world. Physical world section 1 NCERT exercises. There are many more questions in the NCERT. Those answers for those questions are presented here. The first is, some of the most profound statements on the nature of science have come from Albert Einstein, one of the greatest scientists of all time. What do you think did Einstein mean when he said, "The most incomprehensible thing about the world is that it is comprehensible"? Solution: the physical world, when seen by a layman, presents us with such a wide diversity of things. It seems incomprehensible, that is, as if it cannot be understood. On study and analysis, the scientists find that the physical phenomena from atomic to astronomical ranges can be understood in terms of only a few basic concepts, that is, the physical world becomes comprehensible. This is what is meant by Einstein's statement made above. And the most important thing is, I will also make you understand what that means. The second question: every great physical theory starts as a heresy and ends as a dogma. Heresy is an opinion which differs greatly from what is generally accepted. Give some examples from the history of science of the validity of this incisive remark. The solution for this question is, anything is against the established belief is called heresy, and an established belief which is questioned by only a few is called as dogma. Since the earliest of times, the motion of planets has been the subject of attention for the astronomers. The physical theory for planetary motion started as a heresy and ended as a dogma. You understood what is dogma and heresy? Yes, definitely. About 2000 years ago, Ptolemy proposed the geocentric model for the planetary motion, according to which the stars, the sun, and all the planets revolved around the stationary Earth. 1,000 years later, a Polish monk, Nicholas Copernicus, proposed heliocentric model for the planetary motion, according to which all the planets along with the Earth revolved around the stationary sun. His theory was discredited by the Pope, as this concept was considered to be against the religious belief. The Italian scientist Galileo, who supported this theory, was even prosecuted by the state authorities. Today, it is a well settled theory. The third question: politics is the art of possible. Similarly, science is the art of the soluble. Explain this beautiful aphorism on the nature and practice of science. Nothing is impossible in politics, and the politics is the art of possible. It is a well known fact that to win over votes, politicians make anything and everything possible, even when they are least sure of the same. In politics, ministry may change overnight, but in science, universal laws do not change overnight. Science is a systematized study of observations. A scientist patiently analyzes these observations and comes out with certain laws. Example: Tycho Brahe worked for 20 long years to make observations on planetary motions. J. Kepler formulated his three famous laws of planetary motion from this huge reservoir of observations. Thus, the statement that science is the art of soluble means that a wide variety of physical processes are understood in terms of only a few basic concepts. That is, there appears to be unity in diversity, as if widely different phenomena are soluble and can be explained in terms of only a few fundamental laws. Newton's law of gravitation are applicable throughout the universe. These are same for two small bodies as well as for the solar system. Whole of the universe can be dissolved into certain laws, that is, we can study the universe on the basis of few laws. The fourth question is, though India now has a large base in science and technology, which is fast expanding, it is still a long way from realizing its potential of becoming a world leader in science. Name some important factors which, in your view, have hindered the advancement of science in India. Solution: in my view, some important factors which have hindered the advancement of science in India are: first is the lack of education. Second is poverty, which leads to lack of resources and lack of infrastructure. Third is the pressure of increasing population. Fourth, lack of scientific planning. Fifth, lack of development of work culture and self-discipline. Fifth question. No physicist has ever seen an electron, yet all the physicists believe in the existence of electron. An intelligent but superstitious man advances this analogy to argue that ghosts exist even though no one has seen one. How will you refute his argument? Solution. The existence of an electron is a fact, though nobody has even ever seen an electron, because many phenomena have been actually observed in our daily life which depends upon the existence of an electron. On the other hand, ghosts are also not seen, but there is not a single phenomena which can explain the existence of ghost, and there is no phenomena which can be explained on the basis of the existence of ghost. Hence, clearly the comparison between the two cases is meaningless. Sixth question. The shells of crabs found around a particular coastal location in Japan seem mostly to resemble the legendary face of a samurai. Given below are the two explanations of this observed fact. Which of this strikes you as a scientific explanation? The first is tragic sea accident several centuries ago drowned a young samurai. As a tribute to his bravery, nature, through its inscrutable ways, immortalize his face by imprinting it on the crab shells in that area. Did you see that? Yes. Second is, after the sea tragedy, fishermen in that area, in a gesture of honor to the dead hero, let free any crab shell caught by them which accidentally had a shape resembling the face of samurai. Consequently, the particular shape of the crab shell survived longer, and therefore in the course of time the shape was genetically propagated. This is an example of evolution by artificial selection. The second explanation is a scientific explanation of the observed fact. The seventh question. Industrial revolution in England and Western Europe more than 2 centuries ago was triggered by some key scientific and technological advances. What were these advances? Solution. The following are the scientific key and technological outstanding contributions that triggered industrial revolution in England and Western Europe during that period, that is from 1750 AD to 1870 AD. The first is, there are 8 of them. The first is, steam engine formed on the application of heat and thermodynamics. British inventor James Watt in 1769 AD invented it, and it made possible setting of industries and in interior of country far away from the river bank. Machines were then driven by the steam power. Second, blast furnace, which converts low grade iron into steel cheaply. Third, cotton gin or spinning guinea, which separates the seed from cotton 300 times faster than by the hand. Fourth is, discovery of electricity helped in designing dynamos and motors. Discovery of explosives not only helped army but also mineral exploration. Study of motion and making guns or cannons was led by the study of gravitation. Invention of power loom, which used steam power, was used for spinning and weaving. The safety lamp, which was used safely in the mine.